Oh, hey guys, it's Holden, your eyes weird here, and I'm going to do the next standalone mission. I do have a practice run, I'll just show it that first. This is my practice run here. I'm going to record this and play it through to show you guys so I can tell more about the strategy. And whatnot. This is my demonstration, which apparently I accidentally saved over when I was completing the first mission. So that demonstration where the AI are all on islands, it's kind of stuck there because I didn't back up the file. So yeah. Also, I want to also point something out. This mission states it's on Ultima Thule. The map is Snow Crab. That's not Ultima Thule. Someone misremembered this typed in the planet name. Okay, so this mission is be the first to obtain 20 ecosphere ratings, so this mission takes a tiny bit longer. So it says, player fights for the Chozon clan, which, as I said before, in the custom game administration, it's better air units. Significantly improved, and sort of, it's alright. But mostly they're saying the challenge of this mission is to survive long enough to produce them. And you only get scouts. And then it says, and the rest of it's just saying the world's a single continent, so you can get exposed to, tanks. So, and then right here it says the hint down here, the solution may be hidden in the mission name. So they're basically telling you with that hint what's going to happen. Because I've played this mission a couple times before. So I'm going to show you, going to experts to simultaneous moves. So right off, you need to leave. Because I've already got a scout here. The tanks are right over here in this box I'm dragging. There's a good, I want to say 8 to 10. Their base is up here. They've got more tanks that way. I don't know what's down here, because y'all really need to check down there. They'll send them down there sometimes. So the plan I had was you need to get those air units plants up as soon as possible, because they'll be your primary form of dealing with the tanks, so you can get your ecospheres running. I wouldn't worry about research centers or gold refineries. You just mostly need to hold them off long enough so you can get your ecospheres up. And at the time I played this, they didn't build any ecospheres. So you got a pretty decent amount of time before they figure it out. Because I had concrete blocks, sort of just as a deterrent. And then you could even get a light vehicle plant and get mine layers, and just like have mines behind a concrete block defense, so that way they run into it and they take damage. But let me get started here. So, like I said before, their force is here and their base is here, so you really can't go this way or this way, because all they had to do is just come down here and you have to run away again. So you have to go over to this portion of the map. Now what I'm trying to figure out is, I don't know if the resources have spawned the same. It's a possibility. But I'm just gonna bring all my scouts here. Normally I shot this one down in a couple playthroughs, but I'm just gonna bring everything to protect my engineers. Alright, so you've already got 25. Let's bring that down. So one of your first things you'll want to do is mining station for the material, power station because you're going to be making more than 3 buildings with power, and these are the most important things you get first. And you get your air units plant after, and then you could get a light vehicle plant. That's up to you for the mine layer, and then you want the habitat for the ecospheres. So that's kind of what's going to happen here. I'm going to start sending everyone off down here, because they will come quickly, and you'll see that. So I should bring everyone in the water. This guy can go. Actually, I'm gonna transfer that over. Just bring everyone in the water. And just have this constructor here can take all the raw material. I'm just gonna put the scouts here. So, if we're gonna talk about defense, turrets, don't really worry about it. I mean, you could put gun turrets to protect from scouts, but those turrets will not really hold off the tanks because they've got serious armor. It's 18 armor on those tanks, so your missile launcher will only do 10 damage a shot, and if the tanks get close enough, they'll effectively destroy it. Because these tanks are improved quite a bit. As you can tell, tanks have not showed up yet. Takes a few turns for them to get here. You won't be able to build up your base in time. You'll have enough time to grab a couple things of raw material and then leave before they catch up to you and you die. Yeah, so let's just use that scanner. Yeah, they're pretty much right behind him. I'm going to do one more actually. Let's get the constructor over here. Alright, so it's kind of formed just a shield right here. There we go, I had to unlock back on. Alright, now let's leave. Because there's the tank. So, that's Musashi because of the hits. 18 armor, 26 attack, so extra speed. So it's also Musashi, you can tell, because that's 20 attack. Tanks normally have 16. The 5 hit points that I mentioned earlier in another video. Don't remember which one exactly, and then 7 speed instead of 6 for the default, and then they added an extra one. Because you lose your mining station in roughly 3 shots. So I'm going to start with these because they generally have, it's the best spot for raw material. I mean, you'll find a couple of mining stations around this area. There's a couple right here I found, but you don't need all the resources in the world. You just need enough to keep yourself safe. And that's kind of why I use the gun turrets. Mostly I don't have to leave my scouts everywhere. Right, let's put 10 so I can put gun turret. Because if I put it too close to the mainland, they'll destroy it. And since you are the chosen, you wouldn't really have to worry too much about navy. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but you can build the air units point so much faster. And they only really have mobile anti-aircraft in one AA turret when it got later into the game. Because this will build up, but the scout could easily, yes, there's our shit at it already. Alright, so let's go here. I'm going to use this to build a power generator because I'm going to need that. Oh, don't mean it. Alright. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put, start getting, once I get that gun turrets taken care of, I'm just got this constructors building on the mainland anyway. So that way when I connect it, I'll have everything ready. Oops, don't mean to do that. Because you will have some stuff on the mainland and then they'll start sending tanks this way, up to the top of this area, and it'll bring it down. Actually, there's something I want to do first. Let's actually just build that faster, and then have you build the gun turret instead. just have scouts defend. And I'm gonna have this scout stand over here, either surveyor. Excuse me. As you can see right there, the mining station's already getting annihilated. That's gone. And I can't go back. Although they can shoot me. So let's try to avoid that. Now I'm going to build a connector. Right there. So I'm not really going to need that. I can't really. I'll take a little bit to get over there, so I'm just going to drag everything over here. Alright, so the resources are in roughly the same spot as last time. Turbo except it's funny, with all the attack and armor they have, I'm surprised they didn't upgrade their range. They're gonna be one of the first things they do. So you know, just take it all. It won't have enough for. Oops. And move you to the side. Let's give. Yeah, this is what you get for making like some stuff right here. I know there's one up here, or right around this area where 65, 59 for coordinates if you're interested. The only thing else I like about this game is coordinates. You can tell where exactly something is if you just see where your mouse cursor is. It'll tell you where it is. Every world is it's 001 up here, and then 112, 112. But it still feels like a lot of space, even though it's only 112 squares. Yeah, and the tanks just kind of hang out and run around everywhere. I mean, once you start really hitting the mainland, they'll start going around to try to catch up to you to make sure you're not using land. Alright, so 1338. I want to speed that up. I mean, I didn't build an air units plant first because it takes them a while to get around. Yeah, see how the gun turret takes care of that? That protects it just enough. So I could actually just move all my scouts down. I might just leave you right there. Just need to scan on this area before I build a radar. So I might just leave those two there. See if they move. Yes, you have gold and fuel, so in case you want a refinery. Yeah, see, I could do this right off, but I won't. see here. Could actually start. We even start with the habitat right now, or even the light vehicle plant. Yeah, I'll start with that. Slightly different build order than last time, but that's alright. Alright, so that's ready. Let's just transfer that over. So by the time this platform finishes, or not the platform, but this will finish, and then I can drag it over. Also, another thing that you should know for this mission, right here, all the tanks are pretty much leaving or gone. So I'm assuming the AI is using like some kind of map bot to find out that I hit landfall. Eventually, I'm assuming they'll just know you're in the water and they'll suspect you went over here anyway. So assuming that AI uses deductive reasoning. But I figured I'd also tell you there is a cheat for that. Yeah, I figures. And that's why I made a note of gun turrets. But yeah, there is like a raw material thing over here, so I've pretty much got all the mining stations I need. I only ever really ran off these two for the whole game. I don't need fuel. You really don't need to store fuel in this. I'm gonna say that now. You really don't. Alright, so I just need to do that. Alright, cool. Let's transfer that. Bring that over. I won't be able to complete it because it still needs one more. And I'll bring the scouts over to protect this spot. I'm gonna leave you two down here to protect this spot before I get the gun turrets up. Could start building that right now, but in 2 turns I can build it at 6 turns. So I'll be wasting a few turns if I did that. Still want to keep one of these out in the water though. Just because scouts. They're good bait sometimes, but .936 still could save 3 more turns. Put it right there. Could finish the connector turn earlier. Alright, cool. Need this over here actually to, well, get the gun turret built. Let's do 4. And then I'll show them, actually once this is done I'll show my practice run after so you can see how I did it earlier. This is done, which is fine. Actually, let's... This game doesn't really like even numbers when it comes to construction, because usually everything is... There's some odd numbers when it comes to construction, but when it comes to like raw material transfer, having an even number tends to work out better. Alright, let's that'll be done next turn, so I can start putting that there. Get gun turrets around. I'll use this engineer to, once that's done, I can probably put a radar right there. Alright, it's like a scout or a tank or something like that. Alright, so I usually could have a second power generator, but that won't really matter since I have this. Put gun turret right there, put one right there. But there's actually one thing I do want to do here. And that is build a storage unit. Actually not right there, but let's just say right here. That tank got here really quick. Okay. That's a new one. So, thanks for watching, guys.